All right, everyone. So the part which was left in chapter 9.9 is that from 9.5 to 9.6, along with so I forgot to mention 9.8. It's in the end, anyways. So here, few things are missed out. That is, all about queries and all, and I couldn't write it on the board, so I'll be explaining in this PDF. You can see here DDL, that is data definition language. So DDL commands define and modify data. So it's just like create and drop and all. Create a new database container for tables. So you're creating a database in which you can actually add tables. So see, first create database if not exist, and the name of the table, that is students. First, what you have to do, we have to always say if not exist, because sometimes if it is existing, you cannot get an error. So if it does not exist, then create database if not exist students. So create database. This is database name. Comment student details with dbr properties creator equals to Joseph. So this is not actual record, but is like high quality level of coding. So comment student details with database properties created. So it will show always that this database was created by John and all. So explanation: if not exist, only creates if database doesn't exist. Prevents errors. Comments short description of data. See, whatever you want to give the description for this database, comment and give it in the single colon. With DB properties, key value method like creator name. See, that's all. Show database, that's it. With this semicolon, it will show the database. Filter with pattern. Show database like stu star. So it will show database similar to student like that and all. Describe a database. Show database details. So just type describe database students. So it is basically you have to type describe database and then which database, its name. So since we took student, we can just give a student to where. So what you can do in examination is that you can write syntax and then example. So here you write database name as syntax instead of student, just type database name and then student is the actual thing. Okay, so database name comment HTML. So extended version describe database extended students also includes DB property, in the sense it will show now who created by whom and all or not. So here creating and all over and describing is over. Now alter database, modify database, alter database name, and then set the DB properties edited by James. So it might be created by Jack or John, someone like that, but then it was later edited by. We have seen these many laws and authors said first he'll remove something, but then they'll learn research mode, modify and change like that. Can add only properties, cannot remove them. Okay. So we will have a creator like John, but edited by Xad. Use database. Switch to a database. Make it active. Use student database. We saw in MongoDB, right? Whatever database was there, we wanted to use it. So once I type use student, so whatever I do, creating a table, that will be happening under this actual database which I have used. So just type use database name, and that is syntax, and then use database. Drop database. Drop database name. It's a little bit similar to MongoDB, right? Drop with tables inside. Drop table database student cascade. So cascade deletes database even if it contains tables. Default restricts mode prevent deletion if table exists. So sometimes what happens, if there are tables within a database, it won't be deleted, it will be restricted to delete it. So if you type cascade, then no matter what, like complete flush, you're doing complete flush. Then manage table. Create internal table with Hive manages both data and metadata. Create table if not exist. See, we saw database. Now we have to do create table if not exist. Put two square brackets, round brackets. Within that, you have to describe the structure of the table. So what in the columns will be having? Column 1 roll number, column 2 name, column 3 GPA. So here like this. Can I draw? It will reduce the thing. Anyway, see. So I have created. Here will be the name. Okay. Here will be the serial number, one by this, one row 2 like that. It will be keep on adding. Okay, so see, roll number is I have declared as integer. You have to write this data type. Okay, integer, then string, float. Then row formatted, delimited, fields terminated by slashes. So why they have given this? It's very very interesting and very high quality language over here. This query is very good because instead of giving one by one again and again, just type it. Then after one entry is done, just type /t and then again start writing the other entry. So automatically it understands that key one field was terminated at this. Row formatted data stored as delimited text. Okay. So like there's no limit, it can be up to varying size. When you drop manage table, both data and metadata are deleted. Okay. External table. So create table where data location is external. Hive only manages metadata. So create external table if not exist external table. So here external table, so it won't be dealing with actual table. The Hive won't be dealing actual table. Here the Hive will be dealing with the table. See, manages both data and metadata. So here it will be dealing with only metadata, not actual data. Create external table if not exist, any name you give, not necessary. Same thing you are writing, and same thing you are writing over here, only extra thing location. From external location, which external location you are taking, that's it. See, same external keyword marks as external table, location specifies HDFS path for data. When you drop the external table, only metadata deleted, data remains. So the external side actual data will be remain as it is, but in the metadata it will get deleted. Okay, so we understood this. We'll move on to the next. Load data into table. So now we have created a table with actual structure. Now we want to load into it. Okay, see here, from local file system, load data local. So what you are doing, first you are writing the keyword load data. What type of data you are actually taking local, from local, right? Why are we using local? Is because we are actually trying to upload from our system, from our path. So in path, just any thing you can write, not necessarily. See, you can write user and then exam slash then student.tsv or csv, something like that. Overwrite into table ext student, so external student. So overwrite this, just write it over within the external table. If it is from in HDFS, so this is from external system. Okay, local, it is not inside the data actual media from external side. If it is inside the same table, load data in path. So see, you are not writing local because it is within the same directory, right? Just into table, you are just directly loading the data into the table. Which data? Which is in this path, and what is the data? External or student. Sorry, into table, this table. See, local copies files from local file system. Without local, moves files from HDFS. Collection data types. So there are other data types. So they are primitive and collection, like I said in the video. Works with complex data like arrays and maps. So you don't have to go much deeper, but see, just remember this. Array, so subject can be multiple, right? Like we have 5 subjects, so it can be like subject of array. And array, what type of array? It can be array of phone numbers. Okay, it's not phone numbers, right? It's string name, right? Subject name, so it's the array of string. If you want to write +91, if plus is coming, so array of string itself, because plus is a character and it won't come under numbers. Marks, map, so string comma integer. So it can be like marks of this subject and this is the number, like chemistry 100. It's understood, right? Okay. Row format delimited, same field terminated by same. Collection items terminated by colon. So here collection items is what? So each students and each collection, what to say, subjects and all, if you fill, then the collection should end, right? For example, I wrote my roll number, I wrote my name. Subject, I am writing array. Collection, mine, like whatever I am writing marks. I wrote subject, I am writing marks. You should understand that I have completed this collection. I am writing a new collection. So once one collection ended, I will be putting this. Okay. Same thing, I don't have to explain. Query array element SQL. Select name subject. So if I have given 5 subjects, so index 0 will have my first subject from student info. So it will return the first subject of Smith. Okay, like that. Then query map value name marks mark 1 from student info. So what you see, marks 1 score 45. Okay, mark 1 like that. It's just showing what the data is. Static partition. So this is about partitions. Okay, we actually saw, right, with multiple countries as a, I want to partition it like how to say, based on particular country, like that. So I'll be doing that like that. Just a second. Yeah. Then see, create partition table. Create table, if not, first you are creating a table. Give a partition type name, same, no number and name. Okay, finished. You are giving just 2 fields. Now instead of giving the third field, which you usually used to take GP as load, what you are doing, we are writing it outside the round bracket, saying partitioned by GPA float. Then same row formatted, delimited, fields terminated by this. Only what is happening? this particular field is coming out after this. Just write partition by. So what will happen for each roll number and name for student will be GPA will be partition. Okay, load data in specific partition. So insert override table static. So this is very complicated. You don't have to actually study, but for understanding you can just look into it. The explanation is here. Add new partition, alter table. So dynamic partition. Set hive.execc.dynamic.partition equals to true. Enabling. So it will enable. So set hive dynamic partition dot mode non-strict. So then what you are doing? So create table if not exists dynamic partition table. This is the name. Same name and roll number. Partition by same. I say it's the same, bro. Like nothing changes. But what is happening for this table? We are doing this first. So yeah, now what will happen? Dynamic partition will be enabled. Whatever is created after this. So see, this table is created after doing this command set. So it will be dynamic like that. Loading data. See, it's all like that. You can just see insert override table. So insert into the table, but you are overwriting because table already exists and you want to write override. Sometimes what happens if you just directly say insert into table, so the some fields might change. So it's like that. Or sometimes it might add. Overwrite is nothing but if something already exists, you're just trying to change it. So you don't want to increase it. You're just trying to overwrite something like that. Dynamic partition student partition GPA select like that. I'm pretty sure that they might not ask such questions, but anyways, we're just looking into execution part, right? So I've already taken 11 minutes and simply accessing time. Bucketing distributes data into fixed number of buckets using hash functions. See, same one way acknowledging as true, creating a table same way clustered by. So here partition by, here clustered by. Into how many buckets? 3 buckets. Same example is enough. I'll be providing this in the video. Okay, this particular PDF. Don't worry. So describe table views. See so many here. Dropping the views subquery. Too much, right? That's why I said this is all just reading once is enough for understanding. And sometimes if you don't even remember, just remember one or two and just just rewrite it. Like see some one or two remember doesn't mean it has to be correct. It's just do it and it will be easy for just fill in the book. That's it. Aggregation like combining two other fields into one. Group by and having. See according to which thing I have to group by and what should have that like that. RC file implementation. Same way how we are doing the previous, just name is stored as RC files. So whatever you will be adding, it will be stored as a column. That's it. How to load data, how to insert files. See like that. Very similar, everything similar. So here data definition language and this is manipulation language. Okay, like that. Just see into it. That finishes, and we'll see in the next video where we'll be doing pick